Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Queen Tulsa show. We have a great lineup for you tonight. This is going to be a great show. If you are a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for returning. Tonight, we're going to celebrate. We got great news, guys. Let's get into it. All right, now we are here. Now it's really time to get into the party. Get on that boat. Get on that boat, honey. Put on your sombreros. We're going to Mexico. Arriba, arriba, arriba. Let's remember why we are here. They thought that it was over for you, Queen. But guess what? The strength that you didn't have to fight them back, us out here as a nation, baby, we got you, baby girl. Let's get into these tunes. Everybody light up. Everybody have a great time. We're going to Mexico. All right, I think it's time for us to get into the news. All right. An arrest warrant was issued Wednesday in the death of 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson, an American woman vacationing in Mexico, for an alleged perpetrator who was not named, according to a local prosecutor. This case is fully clarified. We even have a court order. Come on, when we hear court order, y'all know what it's time. Y'all know what that means. All right, let's get back into it. All right, so this case is fully clarified. We even have a court order. There is an arrest warrant issued for the crime of femicide to the detriment of the victim and against an alleged perpetrator. A friend of her who is the direct aggressor. Actually, it wasn't a quarrel, but instead a direct aggression. We're carrying out all the pertinent procedures such as the Interpol alert and the request for extradition to the United States of America. It's about two Americans, the victim of the culprit, Daniel de la Rosa Anaya, local prosecutor for the state of Baja California Sur said. ABC News spoke to Shanquella Robinson's mother, Samalandra Robinson, on Wednesday, and when told that there was an arrest warrant issued for the crime against her daughter and hearing the news for the first time, she responded, I feel so good. That's a good feeling. That's what I've been waiting for someone to finally be held accountable and arrested. I just can't wait for justice to be served. And on that note, y'all know what it's given. Yes, that means it's music to my ears. As FBI officials investigate the death of Robinson, Mexican authorities revealed Tuesday night that Robinson may have been alive and received care from a medical professional for several hours before authorities arrived and she was pronounced unalived. ABC News has learned. The medical professional at the scene allegedly told Robinson's friend that Robinson was drunk, dehydrated, and that they should take her to a hospital. However, they declined to do so. So, with that being said, you failed to take her to the hospital. But now you're being forced back on that boat and back over the waters. Let's get into it. Y'all already know what's happening. Arriba, arriba! Welcome to Mexico! Arriba! Andale, andale, hurry up and get back over there. Your arrest warrant is awaiting you. Let me go ahead and do some housekeeping. We have Lindsay in the building. Lindsay says, hey, everyone. Hey, Lindsay, thank you for coming by. We love you and we support you as well. Wondering the name of on the arrest warrant. I don't think that they're going to just blast that information right now because as we can see, you put it on social media, everybody knows. And so I think that they're working diligently to get this thug murderer behind bars. It's time for you to go over and really experience the deep down parts of Mexico. And I heard that their prison systems are not lavish. Arsenio Allen says, great news. Thank you so much, my love. Associate Minister Reserve Deacon, Mr. Terry Jones is in the building. He says, hello, Queen Tulsa. Good evening. Good evening to you, my brother. I love everybody that's coming in. Y'all make sure you are liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel as we want to get this information out into the algorithm, and we need your help by doing that. Actually, we are going to continue with our commentary. I want you all to really sound off. I actually, oh my goodness, how was that not? I'm glad I did it. Um, I'm actually happy that Shanquella is actually being able, her family is able to get justice. And what a better time. So, tomorrow, when it's time to sit down at Thanksgiving dinner at the table, at least they can have some sense of comfort. Okay, they are working on our behalf. There is an arrest warrant available. You know what I mean? And listen, baby, I got my corona. I had to go out and physically get ready for this arriba. Let's go. We're going to Mexico. All right. I got my band in the back, baby. Thank y'all for supporting the sister. Listen here, y'all. Go ahead and send a girl a cash app. Okay, the cash app is oh, woo! The cash app is being it's beautiful 070707. It's scrolling at the bottom. If you're enjoying the content, please let me know with your support. Lindsay says, an arrest is better than nothing, but I'm holding out for a convictions. Absolutely. You know what? This is the first move. And I feel like all the prayer warriors, all the content creators keep blasting the story. Let's hold everybody accountable. Even not in this case, in other cases. I think an arrest warrant is solace, but nothing near justice. Absolutely. You know, the only thing that's going to make me satisfied is to know that somebody got some handcuffs on their wrist and they are over there in Mexico. Arriba, let's go.
Claro que sí. Ay, jaja. Sí, señor.
All right, cut. There we go. We are here. We are rejoicing. The new report differs significantly from the original autopsy report obtained by ABC News, which said medical professionals arrived at Robinson's villa at 3 p.m. and she was declared dead within 15 minutes. The autopsy said Robinson died from a severe spinal cord injury and dislocated neck. Authorities have not responded to ABC's news request for comment on the difference between their report and the autopsy. But guess what? At least we got it out there. According to the new police report, Robinson's friends requested a medical consultation at 2:13 p.m. after a general practitioner from the American Medical Center arrived at the address in Puerto Los Cabos. Robinson's friends told the medical professional that she had drank a lot of alcohol. Okay. Medican personnel said they noticed Robinson had a poor verbal response, was in a state of drunkenness, and was dehydrated, but had stable vital signs. According to the police report, the medical professional at the scene advised Robinson's friends to transfer her to a hospital, but her friends insisted she stay at the villa, the report said. And that's why we want you guys to get on that boat. And all right, guys, hit it. Thank you. At 4:20 p.m., Robinson began seizing, which is when one of Robinson's friends, Winter Essence Donovan, dialed 911. As emergency medical professionals arrived, the police report said Robinson began having difficulty breathing and had a decreased pulse. At 4:49, the general practitioner said they stopped feeling Robinson's pulse and started CPR until paramedics arrived. They continued with 14 CPR sessions and 5 doses of adrenaline without success. Robinson went into an astial state, type of cardiac arrest. According to the police report, Robinson was declared deceased at 5:57, the report said. According to the new police report, Mexican authorities were notified by Donovan around 5 p.m. local time of Robinson's condition. The FBI opened a probe into Robinson's death earlier this month, which is being investigated by Mexican authorities as a femicide or a form of gender based violence. Robinson of North Charlotte, North Carolina, went to the resort city of San Jose del Cabo on the southern tip of Mexico's Baja California Peninsula with 6 friends on October 28th. They stayed at a rental villa in Honduras, an exclusive gated community with vacation homes and a private beach club, according to Robinson's family. The next day, Robinson's parents said they got a frantic telephone call from their daughter's friend saying she had died. With all the new and developing information, Robinson's family is still seeking answers from her friends who knew what happened that weekend in Cabo. Salamandra Robinson, the mother of Shanquella Robinson, said she's happy the FBI has stepped in to help solve her daughter's case so it won't go in vain. I would like to see each one of them sent back to Mexico because their plan was to come back here thinking that they wasn't going to be prosecuted. Robinson told the news station she was a caring person and I want them to always remember that. We're going to keep her legacy alive. And on that note, hit it. All right. So listen here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the call in number in case anybody wants to call in, give their, lend your voice. If you have anything to say on this case, if you have any comments for those that are out there listening that were involved, I suggest you come right on up. We are about to go on a quick commercial break, but before we do so, we want to thank you all for coming by and supporting the Goddess Queen Tulsa show. We are an independent channel. So if you feel it in your spirit, hit that cash app. Give us 30 seconds. We'll be right back. All right, we've come to the point in time. Oh, wow, things are getting a little shaky around here. Well, guess what? It's time for an intermission. And also, it's time for an offering. So however you can give the offering, we'd appreciate it. Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. Today, we are having a great time. So go ahead and hurry up and get back to the show. All donations are appreciated. Absolutely. And if you can send a donation, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We do have our call-in number, which is 870-568-4335, or I can drop the link. But what I do want to say is I am so happy. I lit a candle for Shanquella and it went out today. And today is when I got the good news. So I'm just so excited that we are making strides. We're making strides, guys. I also want to I don't know how much more I can stress this, but please look and see where you are going when you are traveling outside of the states. Um, there are different rules, there are different regulations in different places. So, with that being said, there was an article that I end up coming upon, and it's the U.S. Embassy warns darker skinned Americans, they may be profiled, detained in the Dominican Republic. Shout out to Baller Alert. They say U.S. Embassy warns darker skinned Americans may be profiled, detained in the Dominican Republic. And so it says the United States has issued an alert for dark skinned Americans visiting the Dominican Republic, warning that they might be profiled and wrongfully detained and mistaken for Haitians. A crackdown on Haitian immigrants has led the DR officials to approach anyone in the country who look to be of Haitian descent. This means all persons with melanated skin are at risk of being confronted by police, according to the U.S. Embassy. According to the agency, which sent out the notice on Saturday, November 19th, those detained are locked in overcrowded detention centers with little or no access to food and restrooms. However, Dominican officials fired back at the embassy, calling its adversary manifested, unfounded, untimely. They pointed out their long-standing relationship with the U.S., reiterating that the government would never purposely target visitors for their skin color. The country has been called out for some time regarding the mass deportations of Haitians. A new report found that hundreds of Haitian children were expelled from the Dominican Republic without their parents. Videos have surfaced showing officers brutalizing Haitians since President Louis Binder launched an aggressive initiative to purge the county of anyone illegally living in DR. UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, pleaded to suspend deportations of Haitians, noting the humanitarian crisis they're currently facing in the embattled country. Haiti remains in turmoil with increasing gang violence and cholera outbreak and continued unrest following the murder of President Jovenel Moise in July of 2021. So, guys, please, 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 if you plan on traveling out of the country, please look up their laws. Please look up the crimes. See what's a crime. See what you can do. See what you can't do. Can you wear your shoes in the house? Can you, I mean, it's a lot. We are over here. We're in America. We do things how we want to. And I did want to bring up another article. And this guy is very controversial. This is Boosie. Now, just remind you that we are actually celebrating the justice that we are getting, and whether it's small justice, big justice, one piece of information, one stride, two strides, we're getting somewhere, right? Lindsay says, please have some travel health insurance. Yes, please have travel health insurance. Please have travel health insurance. I did want to bring up another situation. You have Lil Boosie. He's very controversial, and even controversial even more now that he found out that his cousin stole money from him. And now he's pretty much putting a hit out on him. He said that, allegedly, he said, to my ops out there, my cousin is not safe, have at him, get at him. And I'm going to go ahead and bring this up because I feel like it's very prevalent to the topic that we are on right now. Speaking of, those around us, shout out to Ra Ali at On Site for reporting this. Um, Boosie shares that he caught his cousin stealing money from him on camera. To all his ops, he will not have my protection in the streets of BR. Okay, so what do you guys think about that? Somebody says, Mama, he live again, is reporting. My little cousin at Boosie Munchie just got busted on camera stealing my money. He's not my family anymore, just like I am Big Hatch. To all his ops, he will not have my protection in the streets of BR. You don't have to worry about me at all. I will not put my freedom in jeopardy for a thief. If they steal from you, they will unalive you for the right amount of money at the right time. Facts. And I think Boosie, you would know something about that because remember, you were there when Jake the jeweler was at that party and he was unalive. But go off. Baton Rouge blogs, can you please post this on your page? And other bosses should do the same thing when a IGA stealing. Post they as, should I post a video? So now you're saying, let's see some unalivement going on. And I'll even show up to his funeral and spit in his face because he shouldn't have never stole from me. That's what I get from it. What are y'all thoughts? Do you think it's right that this man decides to put his cousin out on blast for the streets and the have at him? And this is why it's important to have insurance. This right here, you could get taken out at any given time. You could fall out with somebody at any given time. If we know about anything of somebody falling out with somebody at any given time and the consequences and repercussions, what does that tell us, people? It happened to this beautiful soul. It happened to her. And you have Boosie spewing this rhetoric. In a time of grieving, in a time of Black people trying to come together, at a time where we are saying enough is enough, we have Boosie out here saying, nope, nope, nope. You're not about to take the violence out. Oh no, nope, nope, nope. I'm not doing it. It's like, hey, it's given Boosie wants to go to Mexico with his cousin. He wants to plan a trip, allegedly. All right. So Lindsay says, is Boosie on parole? Because this is a direct violation with these failed threats. Where's his arrest warrant at? You know what? That's a good question. With the time that we're in, this was not this when everybody's sitting up there talking about T.S. Madison, y'all should be over there in Boosie's DMs blowing it up like a dude trying to get a nut. Okay, come on. That's what I'm saying. Boosie had a woman SA'd his son to prove his manhood. So dude has always been problematic. Exactly. You have people right here. You have Boosie. We have we have this energy of getting justice for a young woman from some people that hurdle their way on over to Mexico to take her out. And then he wants to come with this rhetoric. This rhetoric right here. Oh, go get my cousin. He's not protected against me. We just buried somebody. We just buried somebody. Love. See, he didn't move down there to Atlanta. And the demons that he brought with him and the demons that are interacting with him in Atlanta, Georgia, child, it's a lot. It's a lot. Way too soon, never the right time, and it was inappropriate. And you know what? Actually, here, Let me get over on Instagram because I want to get up on his. I need to get up on
I
his.
have to know your thoughts on people bullying Chris. Is it sad to see?
You know what? I believe that grace is very real and we all need a dose of it. And before we point fingers at anybody, we should realize how grateful we are for every moment that we get for.
Okay, I gotta find Lil Boosie. Is this that ain't Lil Boosie? Uh, okay, let me see Lil Boosie because he goes by Lil Boosie, right? I don't even know the man's name. Okay, Boosie official. Okay, they got a whole bunch of these for him. Is he not on Instagram no more? Oh, okay, here we go. Lil Boosie released from prison back in the day. You thug. I mean, you raggedy thug. That's where you belong. You belong right there. You miss it. And oh, excuse me. The way that you were going in and describing the intimate sessions that you saw, it makes me feel like that you are ready to go back. You're looking for every reason to go back and get and finish what you started. And what did you start allegedly? And let's get this out the way. Disclaimer, love. We do have a disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. This video was made for entertainment purposes and is transformative in nature. Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, let's really get into it. Let's really deep dive in the crevices of what's going on. If he really has it like that, he doesn't need social media. Cousin should have been disappeared. Him putting a hit out is ridiculous. Absolutely. It's saying, please come get him. I'm not protecting him. You go and get him. The way that I'm feeling right now, everybody go and get him. Posted on every blog, pretty much. He's wanted. That's exactly what you do. You say he's wanted. His head, there's a price on his head. I'm not going to feel any remorse. We just lost a Black sister, due to violence and malicious threats that were carried out. Let's talk about it. So when you say the Black man, the Black king, this was the way he's thinking was the same way those Black kings, them Black kings was thinking when they was in the room watching with their phones out recording. Said, turn the music up, pass me the margaritas. All right, cut. Thank you. Now, guys, do you like my band that I have here to get us through this moment? Because guess what? This is a celebration. This is elevation. Our beautiful sister is always going to be in our hearts. And this is a stride. So any stride, I'm going to celebrate that. This is a victory. And on that note, we are going to celebrate for her. As we are celebrating, I want her to know that she has really, really, really touched a lot of people's hearts. She has really touched a lot of people's hearts. And we see a lot of genuine people getting screwed over. It's like, Tanya, why are you still in that relationship? I'm your friend. I love you, but, please, please get some help. And listen, if anybody's out there in a relationship or whatever, and you can't get out, you can't make a decision, dial 988. There's always somebody to talk to. If you feeling something in your stomach that says, "Oh, this don't feel right," well, baby, it's not right. And go with that feeling. If you have to second guess and second question yourself, ask it to yourself out loud and see if it makes sense. And if you have to ask yourself, then baby, it ain't it. Lindsay said, talking like he's Jay Prince. Houston must have really boosted his ego. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He, like I said, Duke the jeweler, he was in the build. Boosie was there. See, energy doesn't die, it transforms. I'll say that one more time. Energy doesn't die, it transforms people. It don't die. Love is blind and it'll take over your mind. Because what you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find. I don't even know you and I hate you. All I know is that my girlfriend used to date you. Come on. Come on. We got to wake up, people. We got to wake up. Black Kings, wake up. Stanford was right. I actually played a live earlier. If you guys didn't catch it, I want you to catch the live earlier. I had some black men in the room, and I had a black woman, and then we had a guy. So it was us having a conversation. This black woman said that she was not homophobic or anything like that. She was still pressed on, oh my God, it was a trans woman, this, that, and the third. Okay, whoever it was, we want them to be held accountable. We want anybody that was involved to get the highest of the punishment, right? This woman didn't get to go home and see her friends, but her friends went home, sat at her mother's table where she was supposed to be sitting, and sat in that woman's face and told her a bold-faced lie. Not only her mother, and her sister. So yeah, everybody, let's focus on what matters. And that's Shanquella's justice. We don't need nobody coming in trying to interfere with what's going on, like Lil Boosie. Like, I really wish that he would come out. August Alsina, call up Boosie and just let him know, hey, call Toni Braxton up and just have her sing to him. Let it flow. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Ooh, ooh. Boosie, let it go. You got to let it go, honey. You've got to let it go. Stop suppressing that lady up inside of you. Stop. You want to be Big Mama so bad. Sis, I can see it in your eyes. With the white stuff around your lip. You got all that white stuff around your lip. What was that? Because I know when I give, we'll say, when I take when I do my thing, and it dries up. You know, I say, honey, why did you explode like that? He says, hey, you were doing an amazing job. You know what I mean? So, sister, honey, girl, listen here. With all that sugar in his tank, you could have fooled me. That's probably why they're so out of whack. This is probably what, listen here. People fail to realize when you be in BS, when you be in drama, that stuff actually makes you sick. And if you are sick, then it enhances it. Hey, Tia Simone. Tia says, thank you for all the hard work you've been doing for justice for Shanquella Robinson. Thank you so much, sis. I've been seeing you working hard too. You've been working hard. It takes a village. But listen here, with all the hard work we are out here doing, we have this scrub, this sack chaser. I just, I just, I don't see it for him. I don't see it for him. Guys, please let's get those likes up. And if you're feeling generous, let's hit my Cash App. We're going on a quick intermission. We'll do about a minute. You know, I got my band here. All right, guys, hit it.
Claro que sí. Ay, ja, ja. Sí, señor.
All right, and cut. Thank you. And you guys are probably wondering, well, Queen Tulsa, why are you playing, your music? Well, I want them to remember every bit of Mexico. I don't want them to go a second without Mexico. When they hear that beat, I want them to jump.
Claro que sí.
¡Vamos! ¡Mexico! And there you have it. Associate Minister and Reserve Deacon, Mr. Terry Jones says, Queen Tulsa is talking about becoming emotionally polluted. Emotional pollution is unwanted emotions that cause an unwanted physical response and mental response in your body. He also says to prevent emotional pollution, you must guard your mind by what you're taking and what you are listening to. Okay? And speaking of listening to, Donovan, Malik, Khalil, Elise, and Dejanay, I want you to have that same energy with the police as you did when you were committing your crime. And as you're doing it, I want you to be happy. Don't show no Listen, the emotions, we're not buying them because we didn't see them from the jump. So hold off on the emotions. I'm going to help you out. Hold off on those emotions. have that IDGAF attitude and give them a hard time. Mhm. Yeah. While you're in the interrogation room, I want you to think about the time you booked that ticket, the time you were smiling in her face, the time of you getting off that plane, walking to your car, the car ride, the look on your face when you saw the villa. I want you to have all those emotions. Have that same energy because you're going to Mexico. You were excited to go there the first time. Remember, to recover from emotional pollution, you must disconnect from the source of the emotional pollution and have an emotional detox, just like a drug addict has a chemical detox to come off of drugs. Or the Lord. I'm a recovering addict, okay? And if it had not been for the Lord on my side, where would I be? And I'm so thankful that I went through what I went through because now I'm here because I told the Lord, I said, Lord, if you bless me, I'll be a blessing to others. For the voiceless, I'll be a voice. Can I get a hallelujah? Amen. Can I get a hallelujah? Amen. Let's take a quick commercial break, guys. And I'm feeling a spirit up in here. Associate Minister Reserve. And he says, please read the Holy Bible book of Matthew, chapter 4, verses 4. Man shall not live by bread alone. Do you hear me? We're going to go on a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back. Hello, and thank you all for coming out to the Queen Tulsa show. It was all a dream. We finally made it. Listen, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. You have come to the place where you can relax, enjoy, and get the hot topics. We can also engage. You can come up or even you can call in. That number is 725 888 1644. Thank you so much for your loyalty. We made it. I'm so excited. You should be too. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend. Oh, and make sure you sign up for our perks to get all the exclusives first. Thank you. All right, guys. So we are here, and I want to give recognition to the Most High. You know, I really do. Just a moment of silence for Shanquella as she gets her justice. All right, so we are going to have a selection from Kim Burrell. There we go.
Boy, she can do anything and go anywhere. She's here to stay in church. She's always keep you here. I just keep the song you sing in the church. Tonight, I'm gonna sing a little bit of the way I was taught to sing in the church. This is not a hymn, if I can remember, but this is a song that says this. If it had, in this economy, I got to think about it tonight. Well, tell me where would I be?
Amen. Where would I be if it had not been for the Lord? I want to thank everybody for contributing to showing up, your likes, and also coming out and visiting with me as I give commentary on the topic at hand. Like I said, I really wish that Lil Boosie really let it go. You know, somebody, if y'all know him, call him and tell him, let it go. Because I know he's watched Frozen before, but he needs to let it go with that white around his lips. Okay. And listening here on that note, I want to thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Queen Tulsa show. I am your host, Queen Tulsa, and this concludes our show. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and also tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you so much. Good night and happy holidays if you celebrate them. And guess what? Holidays, I don't really celebrate them like that because every day is Thanksgiving for me. Every day is Christmas for me. Every day is a blessing for me when I'm able to open my eyes and my feet touch the ground. And I just say, thank you, Jesus, for one more day. On that note, we're out.